Lesson number 2: practice the sister system when going to parties. So it's really, really important that you be proactive about your own safety and the safety of others. Now, why is this important? Because ultimately, you want to do to others as you want done to yourself. And I want to emphasize the fact that a lot of young people today are bystanders as they witness negativity and dangers and assaults against other peers. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. It's important that we take responsibilities for our own safety and those around us. If someone else is in danger, we want to report that. If we're in danger, we want someone else to report that. So we want to be proactive about our safety and the safety of others. Always have a sister we're going to a party. So, what's a sister? A sister is someone who that you buddy up with, when you buddy up with them the first week of school, you buddy up with them over time, or you buddy up with them because they heard they were going to that party. But this person, this other young woman, is a person that can look out for you, and you can look out for her. Always have someone with you when you're engaging in social activities related to parties and the climate of alcohol and all kinds of sexual hormones, because you never know what kind of things can happen. Make sure you arrive and leave with your sister or sisters. It's important that you have an agreement to really have each other's back. Watch out for one another during the night. So check in. What's going on? Like, if one of you goes MIA, look for each other. Like, don't just kind of like, okay, well, she's probably over there having a good time with Mr. Smooth, Sweet, Slick. She's having a great time with Mr. Everything over there, Mr. Attractive, Mr. All Star, fill in the blank. Make sure you check in with her and see that she's okay, and encourage her to do the same, because even though things may get hot and heavy with Mr. All Star, at the end of the day, you don't really know what Mr. All Star's intentions are. So make sure you kind of keep an eye out and keep a close, a loose connection with her throughout the experience and the party. Commit to the support system. So it's almost like, hell or high water, I got your back. I don't want you to feel like, oh, if I tell you to go ahead because I've connected with Mr. All Star or Mr. Smooth, Sweet, Slick, or whoever's at the party, that, because I told you to go ahead. No. Listen, we agreed that we were going to go together. We agreed that we were going to leave together so we can have a designated time. We said we was going to leave at 1 o'clock. If 1 o'clock, one of the sisters are still, binge drinking or drinking, we have a problem. It's important for you to go over to her and say, we had an agreement. Let us leave this party now before things get dangerous. And if that person wants to fight you off and do things that are kind of like not in support of her safety, I would say really kind of put your foot down, stand firm. And then when she's, I guess, a little bit more sober, a little bit more mindful, really discuss if this person's the best sister for you. Because you really want someone that can actually honor what you agreed to, and that you can honor what they agreed to for you. Treat her like you would a real sister. Have each other's back. There's some other strategies that you can impart to really help with this experience. Again, designate a certain time. Determine a secret code. If you ever seen code, that there's an emergency. Look, I may look like I'm okay, but if I say the word green, that green means, hey, I don't feel comfortable. This guy's pressuring me, or the situation is uncomfortable, and I really want you to kind of help me out. So a secret code word green means, or yellow, or pink, or cat, or yellow cat, helps to really create a secret code word that can really help you navigate this experience with a little bit more clarity when there's danger lurking around in the experience, or danger in the experience. This is somebody that needs to keep a level head. So it's someone that you can look to and that's actually good for looking out for you. So if you know this person is a constant lush, if you heard this person drinks a lot, they're a lush, they're not really responsible with things, this individual is not the person to choose or to ask to be a sister or sisters. Look for people who seem responsible, who seem like they have it together, who really want to be able to look out for each other. This may take time to develop, but at the same time, if you're really, really committed to the health of your experience in this college social life, I think it's important that you find it. One thing that was interesting in a recent story that happened in the media, one of the situations that happened in the media at one of the colleges, I think it was at Vanderbilt. There was a young woman who ended up going to the bar, the college bar, by herself. She went to the college bar by herself. She was engaging with the bartender, was engaging with someone buying her drinks, and the guy bought her several drinks. I think she knew him from, I think, the football team on campus. He was a star, again, attractive. He was someone that people kind of looked up to and thought he was really on point. Some kind of way, she says she got something in her drink. And from that experience, I think she danced with the guy for a while. From that experience, she got really woozy and kind of hazy and wasn't clear what was going on. The same guy that was buying her drinks the whole time ended up putting her in a cab and getting in the cab with her, taking her back to her dorm, going in her dorm and sexually assaulting her. Now, I say all this to say is that the whole story kind of started to break down when she went to the space alone. Had she had a sister with her, this person would be mindful that she was acting a little weird and would have told her, no, we don't need you to go back to the dorm with us. We're going back to the dorm or to the apartment together. Case in point, she ends up becoming a statistic, and I'm so sorry that happened to that young woman. And it's so unfortunate that you have these people who still continue to prey on young people. But again, when you're by yourself, you're vulnerable. If you stay with folks, you stay with other young people, they know your whereabouts, you know theirs, and you can be accountable to each other. This is really what's important. The question I have for you now to journal and to really get conscious of how you're going to navigate your experience in school is, who can you ask to be your party sister or sisters? So again, this is the person that you're going to, or people you're going to ask to look out for you and to have your back as you navigate your social scene. If you're going to any colleges, any clubs, or if you're going to any parties, roll together. Collaboration, not competition. What strategies do you have to stay safe? I want you to really think about this. I want you to soul search based on what we talked about thus far. And I really want you to ask yourself this question and take about 15 to 20 minutes to journal about it.